Yo! Whoa, that's awesome! Hello everyone, I'm Kai and welcome back to another Filmmaker Reacts. Today we're going to be taking a look at two of my favourite things, toys and TV commercials, or just commercials in general. But this commercial is for the brand new Lego Sonic the Hedgehog sets. Let's get on with it, shall we? I can't wait to see this.
Introducing the new Lego Sonic collaboration featuring the iconic
Whoa, look at that
blue
shot.
hedgehog, Sonic.
Hey, make sure to mention how amazing my sets are.
Please don't interrupt me.
My bad.
See
Okay, let's go for
Sonic.
that.
DJs,
Yes, and
eats chili dogs.
Yep.
I love the way
And
he's
uses
running
the
around,
speed
just
sphere
like he
to
does
go
normally.
really fast.
Hi.
What?
I think you need to emphasize how fast I am.
I said you went really
I love the
fast.
little camera
Yeah, but
movements
I
they're
go
doing.
really, really fast.
You want me to say really, really fast?
Actually, say really, really, really fast.
It's like watching the
See
cartoon
as the speed
or the
sphere goes
animated.
really, really, really.
Ooh, could you add awesome before speed sphere?
Any other requests?
Nah, you're doing great.
I love that. He went out,
As the
came back with a new
awesome
head.
speed sphere goes really,
These are
really,
really cool- these are really cool shots.
fast.
Yo! Whoa, that's awesome. That is
Visit Sonic's
That's
fast
wicked.
friend Tails in his workshop with his iconic tornado plane.
Time to do the barrel roll, Tails.
I really want this.
Now let's head to Amy Rose's Animal
I want all of
Rescue
them.
Island.
Amy with her trusty hammer.
Hey
I
Sonic,
really like the pulling
Yes,
of the
Mr.
focus
Sky
as well.
Voice?
if you're really so fast, try and beat me to the Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge.
It's got a good beat to it.
Yes, gotcha,
That was
Sonic.
wicked.
Who's fast now? Now we can take our time admiring this nice loop-de-loop and
This
nice
is long
ring
for a
beat.
Turn
commercial.
around.
How did you get in here?
I told ya, I'm really, really, really.
Okay.
And I am
Oh, here he
really,
is.
really, really
Dr. Eggman.
upset.
Dr.
Not from
Robotnik, the
product
proper voice.
reveal ad, am I, rodent? You'll regret this too, Lego Company.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, cool. That was a really good commercial. It was great for character because it really showed Sonic off as who we know and who we've come to love, but also trying a little bit of a different twist with it, you know, playing off against the voiceover artist and things like that. So let's go back to the beginning and we'll check it out. Immediately, on the first frame, it's got in the bottom left for grown-ups. That tells us it's for adult collectors, which I absolutely love that, especially being, you know, a bit of a geek nerd myself who collects things. Well, and Lego, I do collect Lego, I'll be honest. I love that. It just tells us straight away, this is for grown-ups and obviously children.
Introducing the new Lego Sonic collaboration featuring the
That's really nice. Before I get onto that camera movement,
Sonic collaboration.
I really like that look. It's a really dramatic look, cinematic overhead light look for a 3D render. I'm guessing it's a 3D render. Could be the actual toy.
New Lego Sonic collaboration.
I don't know. I would have probably said that was a 3D render, but I may be wrong. That could be the toy with a macro lens. It just looks a little, doesn't look quite as plasticky enough as what we know the actual toys do, especially if you do macro shots on tiny figures.
Featuring the iconic
That's a wicked
blue
shot.
hedgehog.
That is a wicked shot. I think it's one of those robotic arms that do that. You're guaranteed the same shot every time because you've programmed it to do that. It's really nice the way it looks. It just is completely, the shot is full, and that's what you want, especially when you're doing advertisement for products. You want your key item to be right in the center, and then it be framed with complementary items or things that make it look good. In this case, they've used other set pieces. Let's go back just a few. Let's go back to here and go through this by frame. It's fantastic. It leads you through. It's almost like you're collecting the rings, a bit like what Sonic does. That's really clever, actually. I bet that's for a nostalgia for fans of the series. Someone like myself who notices it is a bit like, yes, you know, that's a chef's kiss moment. That is. Love it. Look at that.
Sonic.
Hey, make sure to mention.
Love it. So what they've done here is they've used that robotic arm. They've done the shot without Sonic there, and then they've done this shot again with Sonic. And when they're happy, and what they've done is they've cut round him
Hey, make sure to mention.
to get him to animate, and they've added in depth of field as well, so he goes blurred. So it's all, the depth of field is blurred in the back. He's in focus.
Hey, make sure.
And so when he comes forward, they make sure that the background is a little bit more bokeh, and that looks fantastic. It's very
How
clever.
amazing my sets are.
Please don't interrupt me.
My bad.
See you, Sonic.
DJs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. It's actually spinning of the decks.
See you, Sonic.
DJs.
Yes, and
Eat chili dogs.
yep.
I love the way they've had like a little motion blur to him as well. Like he's actually leaving light trails, even though they're not, he doesn't have light trails, but he's leaving that motion blur that almost you see with light trails, and that's really, really good.
And uses the speed sphere to go really fast.
Hi.
This is fantastic.
Chili dogs.
Yep. And uses the speed.
Really nice use of highlights there. So they've got the figure, and they've got it either moving at the bottom or they're dragging. What I've done in the past is you get your item that you're selling, your product, and then you get a light and you just run your hand over it. You just get loads of different variations of the shot, and what works the best and looks the nicest you end up using. And what I also like is that with these shots,
And uses the speed sphere.
they're using a lot of the black behind to really make the colour up front really pop, and then you've got the highlights which are really working.
To go really fast.
Hi.
What?
I think you need to emphasize how fast I am.
I said.
That's a really good use of the motion, the way they've done that. They get him to go so he goes to the one side of the frame and the camera's almost like lagging behind. It's like, oh, hang on. It's just very, very clever.
Fast I am.
I said you went really
I really like
fast.
Yeah, but I go really.
the shakiness of it, as if it was done on a tiny camera or a camera that's been handheld. It's a really nice touch.
Really fast.
You want me to say really, really fast?
And like it's replicating that head movement.
Actually, say really, really, really fast.
I love it. It's just really subtle characterizations. It's who he is. He darts around. You've got the light blurs, the way he is. He just continuously talks. It's a really modern way. They've really taken the character and thought, how can we use this in our storytelling to sell the product? Rather than look at the toy, look how good it is. Here's the character. He's come to life. Use your imagination.
Great.
See as the awesome speed sphere goes
That's really nice.
Please say really.
The way it comes down, does a twist.
Awesome speed sphere.
This is a really cool looking toy, and the way they've done all these macro shots, I love these there's a certain lens that you can get to replicate this. However, when you're using that, you need a massive amount of light, because every time I've used it and you try to get the really dramatic shots, you've just got to be very, very careful.
Really fast.
Boom. Nice, and they've had a little zoom on it, just ever so slightly zoomed in on the edit to emphasize the going on the beat rather than just a static edit.
Sphere goes really, really, really fast.
Boom. That is wicked. What a wicked shot. And if you're a fan of Sonic, yeah, you're just replicating what he does in the computer games and the animated series that he has. Love that shot. It's probably one of my favourites. That is absolutely wicked. That is so cool. Boom. Comes up. Smash. And then this is where it goes inside, doesn't it? Yeah! Love this. They've slowed it down to really make you go, look how cool it is. This is it. This is wicked. What a cool shot. This is what Sonic sees. That's what it looks like to him. It's beautifully framed, isn't it? For a toy set, this is fantastic.
Visit Sonic's fast friend Tails in his workshop with his iconic.
And then you've got the other little sets as well.
Time to do the barrel roll, Tails. Ho ho ho!
Now,
Love that. That's a really nice transition. Spins out, because that's what Sonic does. It spins. Boom. But what's really nice is I do this. I look for a kinetic cut. I look for, it's basically your match cutting. So you can see here, as it goes round, you then put the new figure or the new shape exactly in the same position as the other figure. Sometimes what I tend to do is because the eye moves, because technically momentum would be carrying it forward, I tend to go forward normally by 1 frame. So what happened, and that it has a nice fluid motion. So
Now let's
nice little zoom in as well.
to Amy Rose's Animal Rescue Island.
Amy with her trusty hammer.
Hey Sonic,
Yes, Mr. Sky Voice?
if you're really so fast,
This
try
is
and
really
beat me to
cool
the
advert.
Green Hill Zone loop challenge.
And they're just playing off on each other, aren't they?
Yes.
They're playing his character off against the voiceover artist, which is really nice. It's just a funky way to show off all the sets. Sonic gets to interact with every single piece, and yeah, it's just a really nice advertisement.
Gotcha, Sonic. Who's fast now? Now we can take
Here's your normal static shot, should we say, of the items.
Yes.
Here's one set.
Gotcha, Sonic.
You normally get
Who's
that,
fast now?
and then
Now we
they're
can
showing a little bit of a close-up of it, like certain
take
items
our
that you can
time
get.
admiring this nice loop-de-loop and nice ring bit.
Turn around.
This is interesting. I love that. Look how neat everything is. Yeah, there's no way it normally looks like that.
How did you
Nice.
get in here?
I told ya, I'm really, really, really fast.
And I am really, really, really...
I like the stack effect. I like the static effect. That's pretty cool. And of course, you had to have Robotnik in it somewhere.
Snubbed from the product reveal ad, am I, rodent? You'll regret this too, Lego Company.
Oh boy, here we go.
That's awesome. That's really, really good. Which I think with that last little bit, it's a case of they're leaving the fan wanting this Robotnik set, or I don't know if it's a case of they haven't made it yet or they've got plans for it, but it's coming in wave 2. It's just a great way to say, hey, there's even more coming. Buy all these sets, but don't worry, we're not discontinuing it. There's even more coming to make your collection even bigger. And there we have it. That was the brand new commercial by Lego for the Sonic the Hedgehog sets. I thought it was fantastic. It gave every set its own time in the sun. It played on the characters, even did certain movements that replicated Sonic and what we're used to and familiar with when we play the games. I thought that was a really strong commercial. However, I think it was a tiny bit too long, but every storyteller for their own stories, I guess. Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, as it really does help out. And if you want to see even more reactions from myself, breaking things down and looking at TV commercials and anything with a story, then please consider subscribing. Well, with everything said and done, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And there we have it. That was the Sonic the Hedgehog